ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to In the Streets with Big Stone. Today I'm extremely happy. Today I'm extremely elated. I feel so great within myself. You would never ever believe it. To know that I met four young men many years ago. And today I can safely say some of them are doing extremely well. Ladies and gentlemen, I met a young man many years ago. His name was Greg Nesbitt, but the world know him now as Nesbitt. He has the #1 song in Jamaica, My Dream. Then I met another young man. His name was Fabian Wilson. And ladies and gentlemen, he goes by the name of Bob Stepa, and he's doing extremely well with his career. Then I met another young man. His name was Sheldon Campbell, but the world know him over and over, all over the places of the world that he have performed as Turbulence the Future. And then I met another young man. His name is Reagan Bennett, but the world know him as a magazine. Matter of fact, he's now one of the leading artists with the Maybach Group of companies, which is led by internationally acclaimed artist Rick Ross. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm bringing these things up to your attention was that there are a lot of young men in Jamaica that need a father figure, that need someone to speak to, that need someone to give them just a little guidance along the way. Because when I met these artists, they didn't ask me for anything. They didn't come begging me anything. All they came with was their God-given talent. And I recognize the fact that these young men are talented young men. And whatever I could do at that particular time to help them on their journey, to help with their career, whatever I thought I could do, I did it. And ladies and gentlemen, 4 of these young men are so successful. I'm so very happy. I'm going to show you pictures and videos of all 4 men, but they were young men growing up. I just want you to take a look at Nesbitt at 17 years old. Take a look at Bob Stepa at 16 years old. Take a look at Turbulence the Future at 17 years old. And take a look at Reagan Magazine at 17 years old. These artists are from humble upbringing. They believe in themselves. They came to me as stars, diamond in the rough. All I did was just brush off the dust off the diamond and let them sparkle and shine so that the world can see them as superstar. I always call them superstar. And guess what? My intuition was right, because they all turn out to be superstar. Enjoy this program. It's going to be fun. It's a wonderful feeling. I feel good. I feel good. Thank you, God. Thank you so much.
For the people who don't know, where Nesbeth came from, because all of a sudden you were there, and tell us a bit about your history.
I had gone to a number of talent competition, and I have won many of them. I can remember this one in 1999. I won the trophy in the preliminary round that put me to the grand final. That was the Big Stone talent competition. And the final kept at Dr. Bird nightclub that's in the heart of Arthur Tree. And I had gone there and I win the grand prize that night. I won the most disciplined contestant trophy. I won the best performer. And about 4 to 5 trophies I sweep away that night. So that in its own way was encouraging. That says a whole lot to me that, you know what, Nesbeth, you can do it. Just continue on that path and try to see how best you can harness your craft.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Big Stone, again. I'm on a roll this morning. Like I told you before, I'm going through my old cassette. I have a whole stacks of cassette, ladies and gentlemen, to the amount of about 350. Because back in the 90s, right, we only had a VHS camcorder. And because some of the artists that was coming around me was so great, I had was to capture the memory of everything that we do. Now we're talking about one particular artist, ladies and gentlemen. And his right name is Greg Nesbitt, but the world knows him as Nesbitt. I happened to meet Nesbitt many years ago. And Nesbitt was a dynamic youngster. Yes, very springy, very energetic, full of lyrics, unstoppable, untouchable. That's how Nesbitt was, ladies and gentlemen. So cleaning up and fixing up my cassette, because these are like my prized possession. We have a lot of history in these cassettes and others that I have scattered all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. But Nesbitt performance, just after he won the first place in the Big Stone Talent competition, was exciting. So I said, what? I'm going to share this with you. And I know Nesbitt have not seen this footage in over 18 years. So Nesbitt, anyway you're there, why you have a big laugh, because guess what? I recognize that you was a superstar then, and guess what? You are a superstar now.
I'm going to say good night again. I'll fix up the mic here. I'm morning. Good morning. I hear me now, as me done a show now, right from wrong. You see anyhow, a girl, trouble, you know, tell them say, Nesbeth, say, this man, no business, sleep with it alone. Will you hear that? Will you hear it again? Tell them, say, Nesbeth, say, this man, this go business, sleep with it alone. I hear me. Let me see the people them, so I'm going to know say one a bad mind. Say no time. I have to when you choke more, give me winnings up there. You know, when you ever use that trophy there, no? Eh? Run you with him. I see my life. Father next door. Never tell you when you ever do. I mean, I have a slow way you have that trophy there. You know what you ever do? Yes, sir. I go on the right no matter what them other do. We go up all the time that they don't do about you. You will not them together, so we see them up like that. When I go on the right no matter what them other do. We go up all the time that they don't do about you. You will not them together, so we see them up like that. But when we start a DJ Utah, Nesbeth solid like the rock at Gibraltar. We don't try to move, but them better scatter. I'm going to do something and Nesbeth get sharper. But I'm not creator, but I'm not creator. When I'm not creator, need that time waster. Half in time, because I'm a sound like Sizzler. Sizzler, Whistler, Nesbeth and Big Stone can't stop me if I have to run.
Because you don't know jungle, we say we don't stop the jungle. People read my back to Southside anyway. They can't see you them there. I'm here to big up put out the producer. I'm here to big up Bounty Killer. Because before the song come out, Killer called about 2 days after I hear me sing the song. And say Nesbeth, let me tell you this. Straight from the depths of my heart, the song you connect. Nobody can stop it. The man just flying the other day and tell me say Nesbeth run to Europe. And we around so I hear the song. So guess what now? All credit go to the street. We could have given up a long time because the song is easy. I will fight the fight and still hold it out. So anything we achieving at the street, we are dedicated to the street and dedicated to you, them, whom we love and cherish. So what we say? may only be another minute. It may only be another minute. Father, we timid tongue. It may only be another minute. It may only be another minute. If you're not growing and you get to, you don't know this. But I'm growing up place and never get no respect. No. Never get a good medication, can't get a big check. No. From a bad and good, everybody gonna know in a district. Yeah. And it's so easy. If a big tech, for a big tech, we're born picking up set. I don't know if man pull it out, can I pull the hold it out. I don't know if man sold it out, can I pull the going out. And in pursuit of riches, not man take the girly road. But not to feed them think that this one much more father is about this happy those who persevere. And who sit through the tears. And in the grand scheme of everything, them still there here and I'm in a millionaire. We like a millionaire. We still have celebrate that put me hand up in the ear and say I am a success story. Yeah.
Sixth one tell me this when I was very young. Whatever you do, don't forget the 3 Ds, which is discipline, dedication, and determination. You are going to need that. You know, you need confidence. You need to know the direction you're going, because that is the other problem. A lot of people have talent, but they don't really know the direction that they want to go. They're just grabbing at everything. You need to focus your energy.
In the streets with Big Stone. Today, history is about to be created. When I come across a youngster that I met 16 years ago. We're talking about 1999. We're talking about the Dr. Bird nightclub. And we're also talking about the Big Stone Talent Extravaganza. Now when I met Fabian Wilson, he was a slender, slim youth from the Tiffany Gardens High School area. And also, he was very quiet. Didn't talk that much, but his talent speaks for himself. I tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, instantaneously, as I blessed I and Fabian Wilson to be known by the world as Boom Stepa, I know a superstar was in the making.
They're in a chemistry recording studio, you see it? I produced the next hit song. Yeah, you don't know, Romy and Jim Pence. You don't know, Bob Singer, Chronics. One thing, drop it at the mirror one from early. Facebook, when I get it first.
My mother prays every day. I feel her prayer, I set the way. Even when the dangers came. My salvation because she prayed. Oh, oh, my mother, don't test them Teflon. My mother never stop praying. No, my mother never stop praying. All the time them a fight and I said them no like them a go live. We see we make it same way. And me say, no, my mother she never stop praying. My mother never stop praying. Too much time, who them try get me life and judge and make me dey the same way. Me tell them a good over evil, life over death. Hey bad mind people, can't make me fret. Me nah live me life in a stress. Boom step up quite alright, call me bless. I know.
Yeah, baby, I'm outside, okay? Run out, my baby.
And that me love with you, girl. You make me happy. I'm not in love with you, but you make me happy. So when the world stress me out, and even mommy and girl stress me out, and me just want isolate myself, she said, nah, baby, me want take you out. And when me feel like me can't even smile, just the thought of you change and all the while. And we not even link off in, but she always link at the perfect time. And that me love with you, girl. You make me happy. I'm not in love with you, but you make me happy. Know what a man would do for a girl like you just to make you happy. And I'm in love with you. You make me happy.
Many years ago, it was 1995, when I met this young man by the name of Sheldon Campbell, aka Turbulence. And I asked him, because seeing him perform, he was like a very mature artist at 17 with all the right moves and all the right lyrics and just tune after tune after tune after tune. So I asked him, I said, Turbulence, where did you get that name Turbulence from? And he said, Big Stone, because you know he has a little lift song. So he said, Big Stone, I got that name by doing a show in Greenwich Farm. And while I was performing, I did a number of songs and the place just mashed up. So a Rastaman, a old Rastaman came over to him, he said, youth, you don't need the name Double Trouble, man. Double Trouble, a trouble name, that man. You create such a storm in the place that we have to call you Turbulence. So from now on, your name is Turbulence. And that's how Turbulence got his name. Now when I met Turbulence, Turbulence is from a little place known as Hungry Town that is off Manners Hill Road. He used to par with another young superstar by the name of Prince Javed. And when I met both of them, I just knew it, that these youngsters had something in them. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm so very happy to know that Turbulence the Future is a full-fledged superstar with his monster hit, I Could Have Been One of the Most Notorious. And guess what? He could easily have been one of the most notorious because he is from a little place known as Hungry Town, where a pure badness there. So he could have easily pick up a M16 or a Glock 40 or a 3/8 or any other gun and just start to kill people and do all negative things. But I nurtured him, I saw his skill, and I nurtured him to becoming the superstar that he is today. And I'm extremely grateful and proud of Turbulence the Future. Watch this.
And if you believe in yourself, you too can become great. Ladies and gentlemen, it was the year 1995. I had the opportunity of meeting this next artist. And when I met this next artist, ladies and gentlemen, I said, what is your name? He said, Turbulence the Future. I said, where did you get that name? Because your name used to be Double Trouble. He said, Father Big Stone, I went to Greenwich Farm. And when I mash up the place in a Greenwich Farm, a Rastaman called me and said, hey you, come here. Where you here? I'm telling him, because Turbulence, I'm going to this, you know? I'm going to tell him, say, my name Double Trouble. And he said, youth, as of tonight, you know name Double Trouble. There's nothing trouble about you. Your name Turbulence. So ladies and gentlemen, out of Hungry Town, he could have easily picked up an M16 and become the most notorious. But guess what? He believed in the Almighty God, believed in his music. And ladies and gentlemen, he has toured all over the world. And he has come to Jamaica for 4 months. No psycho, put it up! Because that one on him, I could have been one of the most. Pull up! No big stone on my night tonight, you know. We have to give condolences to Mr. Myers. A trying youth, you know. Yeah, man, we give thanks and praise unto His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie Rastafari. I mean, I said just a little Amaric for your blessing, you know. This me up well when me 50 does and woman like holy man Haile Selassie. And my
hats off to Clark Sinclair, aka Big Stone, because without Big Stone, Turbulence wouldn't be here tonight. And Big Stone called me the first time and said put it on stage as a little youth from Hungertown, Grand Spin, Cassava Pace. He done to the current. So, Big Stone, hats off. Give it again. Let's go. Boom! Turn it up, no, it can't turn up. It can't turn up. All I will respect, I love Mr. Myers. Stop this guy, so. Come now, don't be afraid. Now come on up. Me say that one on him high. Could have been one of the most. That's where all true now.
Also, the year was 1999. See, a number of stars came out of that year. I remember while I was doing my workshop, because just before every talent show that I have a 2-hour workshop where I teach the artists about the heart of becoming a star, about the skills and what it takes to become a star, you know, the ins and the outs of the music business. I would teach them that before I actually do my talent show. And when I met Reagan Bennett, I said, "What is your name, son?" And he said, "My name is Glockman, sir." I said, "Glockman?" I said, "Don't you think that's a little harsh? Because if you walk up to a producer and you tell that producer that your name was Glockman, I don't think he's going to record you. What is your name?" And he said, "My name is Reagan Bennett." And I said to him, "Okay, President Reagan is a big president, one of the greatest presidents of the United States. I think you ought to use your name Reagan." And he used it for a while when he did songs like Wap Lana. But up on the can, I did that with Capleton, and then he did this other big song, "In my jeans and my Timberland, baby, my Timberland, baby." Reagan was just on, and then him do a song about hustle me for hustle, us. And then the hustling song, they mash up the talent competition. And guess what? Reagan won first place. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to know that he has no branch off, take his career seriously, and he's now with the Maybach group of companies, which is run by Riss Ross. Riss Ross is a megastar, you know, platinum artist. So Reagan, you're gonna lead, youth. You're gonna lead. I'm extremely proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the younger days of Magazine. Enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybach music.
Alright then. Them can't hold back this Jamaican nigga. Them can't hold back this Jamaican nigga. Maga blowing up, make got the street on fire. Double MG, that at the empire. Them can't hold back this Jamaican nigga. Them can't hold back this Jamaican nigga. Maga blowing up, make got the street on fire. Double MG, that at the empire. Trust only yourself, not just another man.